much for pride as it is for today's championship. If the Banditas win by 29 points or more, then they stand to win today's tournament. So everything is to play for. Ladies and gentlemen, in the black, Paul's Angels Roller Days. In purple, the Halifax Bruising Banditas. And the reigning
fatality. We're going to stick with it. Some loose comes through. He calls it out. Picks up 4 points. And apparently, if you do we have 50 people watching at home.
5-0 to the dozens watching on live stream. It's always good though that roller derby does get live streamed. The events do not have to be huge. It doesn't have to be Gotham versus London. People still want to watch roller derby. They still have their favorites. Some people can't travel. So to all of you at home, thank you for tuning in. It is Yorkshire on fire. We're in purple for the Banditas.
And it makes them for hard. Makes them thinking, trying to make their way out. Big hit from Elvin Smith. Big hit from Banditas Walker, which I do believe we do have a super jam in favor of those Angels, and makes them make their way out to the Cincinnati and fatality.
Power trouble. Copyright Robert Cornelius, read with permission. Lots of defensive work taking place around 3 into 4. Matron and Iron Giant both taking a tumble. Matron is back to her feet. She's now forced to rewind back around turn 4. She's signaling for a hold to remain. She has fatality in front of her. The Incredible Hulk would have been proud of that particular block. Not that I'm inferring anything, but it was solid. Not Matron back. Left her in her quads. The star has been passed across to and Iron Giants.
Iron Giants coming through. Exo fighting through this jungle run for the full 2 minutes. Metro fighting Corey Smith coming in against some excellent blocking work. And Metro fighting coming through, giving a point for Iron Giants coming out. Trying to get half to points for the first time in this heat. This heat is pretty much in his side here, depending on the point spread. Iron Giant is slow right now with some extra walling work from the Banditas.
And again, it is fatality. I don't like to focus on one player usually, but if there's a sign something, or next time that you say that there's fatality smash, I will be surprised. Iron Giant clears the pack. That's a backdoor on fatality as the jam comes to its natural conclusion. Another 4 points for Hull. Another 4 points for the Banditas. And was that the first jam or the second?
That was the second jam of the day. It was furious, it was fast. And I'm just getting my breath after hearing you talk. And now we are on the go again with Paul and Carl down the Jose Angels. Superman of Germany for Banditas, and I am literally, with 26 minutes to go, I am already palpitating with excitement and caffeine.
Well, I've told you before about drinking too much coffee earlier today. We have a lead, Trevor Hall, but on the chase down, Superman to the Banditas. Both jammers going at a relatively fast step coming up to the back. Picture Richard joining fatality in the box. Discretion is the better part of valor as Bonaparte calls the jab before either jammer engages the back, denying the opposition points. It is a 4-12 game in favor of the Banditas. Playing safe early, good call, but not the direction I would go.
By this point in time, we are running 8-point spread here. Ninjanina up to jump for the Banditas. The back jump for the first time in mid-heat for Jose Angels. Jose Angels in black, Banditas in purple. And if you are watching at home, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Ninjanina gets taken back by Iron Giant. And Dumas picks up Lee Scanner for Jose Angels. Quick hit by Iron Giant. Ninjanina jumping around the back of the pack, trying to make her way through. She does come out. She's not finding her way out.
But a big hit, fatality, forces Dula to the outside on 3 going to 4, and she calls the jab. denying the Banditas any additional points on that. We wait for the board to update. For those of you who've been watching during the day on the stream, the board is being updated per jam rather than per pass. It's house rules as part of this tournament. It is a 4-point game as we stand. 8 plays 12 in favor of the Banditas. Witchcraft and Heresy, a pivot line start. And we have Sonic Roof in purple against Mason in black.
And how the down to Humber Struck at the moment. We do have a penalty goal against Mason. So as you can see, it is a backdrop penalty. Sonic Youth is out there. She picks up lead. So she can dictate how this jam is going to go. How the back over the free blockers at this point. Jam, the pack beats it up a little bit. Sonic Youth comes through. Picks up the 5 points.
Now, would you say that Sonic Roof and the Banditas can control how this jam goes? You have to give credit though to Hall's Angels. You pointed out earlier, they have become something of a sponge of late. They soak up the strategy of their opponents. They are a learning team. They are a work in progress every game they play. They will be looking to make up for past defeats. They will be looking to control this. If it gets beyond 20-point differential, things could look a little sticky for them.
Absolutely right, attitude there. And also, like I said before, they've always grown into this game. They've always found a way to go into it, trying to get the point. And we do have a power jam in favor of the Hall's Angels. We do have Sonic Youth making their way to the box. Believe it was a 4 rounds, what I'm seeing there. Mitchell can fly back around. Tino Gilman is taken out of the equation by Dr. Watson. And Nate comes flying back around, just leaving Fury and Gremlin on track at the back. Tino Gilman, the front, is trying to stop Mitchell now. Not successful at this point. Mitchell found the kill at 30. Now picks up the wide pushing and taps it into this. Chico adapts it very well into the team.
They have indeed adapted. A little bit of snafu in the penalty box. One of the timers next to tear down. And so it comes to a natural conclusion. Additional 5 points for Mason on that. We wait for the scoreboard to update. There were no additional points picked up by the Banditas. Tell a lie. There were additional points just before the pair went in the box. Ladies and gentlemen, 22.5 minutes to go. It is 28. Plays 22 in favor of Hall's Angels.
I think I'll respond to have quite a few Hall's Angels fans in today. Obviously it's home advantage for Hall's Angels. So we do see a lot of the green and black shirts knocking about today. But bear in mind, this is the Yorkshire tournament, so everyone can just around about Yorkshire. Let's come down to that bit again. If you are watching it now, hello.
Hello, how are you? Please to meet you.
We hope you're well. I do believe Bobbie Crazy is watching, so big hello to him.
I'm sure he's enjoying every witchcraft and heresy we get. This is Lexi on fire against Pulling Apart, for Hall, up at the front, forced to reset. Lexi on fire, tied up at the back. She's now worked her way around the outside, lead Gemma Banditas.
Pulling Apart, being control at the back here, using excellent wall work from the Banditas. Bonaparte still trying to make their way through. Very strong work from the Banditas. Lexi on fire comes up against the likes of Number Dust and Iron Giant, Victoria's Affliction, and Syndicate. She's being taken back now by Iron Giant. The Bonaparte keeps trying to find their way through. Fatality will take Bonaparte all the way back here.
Fatality smash.
Bonaparte waiting until that final second. Able to miss their sanity. She got caught out of play. She starts her initial pass. Looks to try to come in against Iron Giant. And she calls it dead.
So just a quick interesting point. Victoria B is telling Lexi on fire to call it. Victoria B is in lane 4, lane 5, outside of the track. She has blockers in between her and the jammer referee. That's why there's the delayed call, and it's something I've been seeing a lot of this year. The jammers not making a really big show. It does state the rules, it's simply repeated taps to the hip, but when you've got 3 players between you and a referee, those 3 taps, those multiple taps, must be big and clear for them to see.
We have seen some big, oh, and we've got Sonny Riley flying through. Last big hit, but she just picked up Lee Jana. Picks a big hit again. Big hit again. Superman with a hell of a hit. Sonny Riley has some really close to the fatality and Gordon Lee. And the single from the bench finally came through to call it. Sonny Riley got out, got Lee. Banditas was starting to go back and forth with a couple of big hits, leaving her back in the pack, and she called it just at the right time, leaving the point of a 1-point game.
Indeed, 20 minutes and change, 20 minutes remaining. It is 28, plays 27, in favor of Hull, playing in black. Banditas in purple or lilac, depending on your color settings. It is number 88, Minjanina, against number 26, D-Mac.
Good save, really. So, I enjoyed it, taking back Minjanina, but she did pick up, I think it was a direction penalty, so Minjanina comes back out with 3 hard profit. D-Mac right in the front, picks up lead on 1 foot, she goes flying out, gets the single for 33, and away Minjanina goes as well out of the pack. There's a lot of melee here going into turn 3, D-Mac's got about, let's say a good 20 from Minjanina here, she comes for a round. And she calls it dead. About people block it in following that box to the recover at the end.
Yeah, I think that was Kill decided that she wanted to show her true feelings. That's okay, Kim, we know that feeling. It's just if I ever try to do it, I get stopped by the rest of the team.
It's alright, I can hold Disco Dave and it won't get uncomfortable at all.
Disco Dave, I should point out, does have a restraining order against Roller Polar Bear, but he chose to be here, so Sonic Roof, quarter part, 18 and a half minutes, 21.27, in favor of the ladies in black. Behind, rewind, quarter part, almost puts a foot wrong. Sonic Roof has through it, his lead trouble for the Banditas.
D-Mac now coming up against some sub-roller weapon fatality, gets back into the back. I think that's the big tell at the moment, is they are trying to keep their fighting out of this game. With another big hit.
Smash.
And Sonic Youth comes out, picks up the 5 points. Going apart, the attention come out.
Now, I do find myself wondering, I've seen a few players who do this, but if you look at the back of Bonaparte's helmet, she has her braids fed up to go to the fence. Now, you and I have both seen Ruthless Philly does the same thing on occasion. However, if you notice the helmet coming there was riding up and riding up and riding up. I'm wondering if that may prove to be a problem at some point. A lot of the players we're seeing now, the helmet covers are not fitting the helmet snugly. And whether that's because of the start of using hockey helmets we see in some teams, I don't believe we've seen anybody doing that here this weekend. Or whether it's just that the helmet covers straight to the wash.
Yeah, I think that might be two things. Depends on the quality of your panties.
Yes, studio panties, through to the wash. That will be said. Superman! Lee Trevor, Banditas, Megadosuna on her way to the penalty box. So numerical advantage to the ladies in black. Out of play penalty, assessed on fatality.
And Superman calling it before Mason can pick any points up. At this point in time, Banditas got the lead, but they haven't got the point spread required as yet. But it is still early into the heat.
Early days, 8 points, 16 and a half minutes remaining. They have the lead, it's been shut back down, they've taken it again. We have Sammy Rennie, 06 for Hall's Angels, against 6712, Sonic Roof for the Banditas.
Sammy Rennie, with an upper body strength, just flying into the back of the Banditas wall. Proved successful in the first time she can. Coming against it again, bounces off one, bounces off two, picks up Lee Jana. And Sonic Youth getting taken to the ground by Bronson. I did think Sonny was physical abuse, so I will call it husband unabated. As Danny takes away to the penalty box, Sonic Youth makes their way out, that's their initial pass. Sammy Rennie making her way through.
Stop the boxing on hole into the box now. Both jammers have cleared the pack. That's 4 fingers for Sonic Roof. That's roof as in ceiling, not youth as in young person.
Oh, you like the young? No, yeah. Right, so we have Johnny Wang just calling it off dead there. Interested to see where the points leaves at this point as we get into the 15-minute mark. Of course, at this point, the jammers switch over teams.
I mean the jammer referee.
Sorry, I do apologize. The jammer referee. Don't control it.
Hi, I've been chatting to you all this first 15 minutes. I'm in the top teams, and they're all doing great. I did want to suggest that for scrimmage, rather than penalties, players have to defect. Never happened, but, you know, it might at some point. Back to the action on track, 15 minutes, 14 minutes and change. 36+43 in favor of the Banditas. It is 147, Superman, lead jammer for ladies in purple. Torn apart, tied up with a roll of purple around on 2, going into 3.
Superman does come through and she picks up 4 points. That will increase it to 11-point spread for Banditas at this point. Torn apart not picking any points up on that last jam. CFC Matt can build up some points here for Rose Angels. She comes up against
Ron Palmer has declined to comment on the player who is on track because he keeps getting the name wrong, and I threaten him. That is Sonic Roof. Caller 6712. You were calling other players by the numbers earlier on?
I was indeed, I was. I will carry on that today and forth for Sonic Roof. I think Roof picks up lead jammer at single by 33. The jammer has got Banditas in this last period. The match does come through.
She receives the drunken seagull from Evil Son of Rock. While that goes on, Sonic Roof clears the pack. Calls it just as Pixel Vixen got herself in a position to be able to assist the D-Mac. No points green. How many points purple was that?
Indeed it was. Currently with Banditas in front. These last few jams have all been about Banditas picking up points here. Been very effective, getting 1 pass during it now, realizing that point spread.
That's so. It is down to, I believe, that is a 15-point game, 1-5 with 13 and change remaining. 36 plays 51. All in the black, 2003, Matron jamming. She's going against purple, 147, Superman. We have a 4-arms penalty against Iron Giants. Numbers are now in the favor of the ladies in purple.
Indeed, and fatality taking Matron all the way back. Superman picks up lead jammer. I think that's the ice and shuts it down. And it looks like we may have a
So that was either an explosion in the whistle factory or the referees making sure that everyone was aware the jam had been called. We do have those occasions where the players are not able to hear exactly what is going on. That's why we do have the repeated whistles.
So it just leaves Sonic out on time on our own here as the jam sound signals it back in play. We do have Matron in the Queens and Stinson penalty box. And she makes her way through, picks up lead jammer.
Also in the box we have Iron Giant and we have Kim O'Kill. I wonder if Kim decided she wanted to hug someone again.
As Sonic comes around looking for some points here, gets taken out by Damon, but there was a four-arm call by Isaiah, the LPR referee, and she comes back around and she picks up 5 points.
Whilst I finish mocking the player there off mic, Matron has returned to the track. There's been a tumble. Now, I do believe that is an insubordination that has just been signaled on one of the players.
Matron got a robot and scored the penalty box. Iron Giant goes back into the penalty box.
Robot, thank you very much. Evil Son Robot.
Sonic comes around, picks up another point score.
So the penalty box, the Queens Vicinity penalty box filling up now. One pivot enters, one pivot leaves.
Oh, not bad. Now, and it is called back there.
If we can have somebody just go and check on Danish around on turn 2, please. We'll take an official timeout, please. Thank you very much. For anybody watching at home, no, that's not me telling the officials to take an official timeout. They were already signaling it. But we've had Danish has just lowered us up to the ground out on turn 2. It looks like she may have winded herself in one of those encounters. So we'll leave that going on. Massive game changer in that last jam though. We have just had 10 minutes remaining on the clock and it is an almost 2-to-1 points advantage in favor of the ladies in purple. 36 plays 71 as it shows on the board right now.
Indeed. And Banditas is slowly crept this move up and up in every jam. The Halifax Bruising Banditas have had a couple of programs against them. Let's give Banditas a chance to really ramp the points from here. So at this point in time, the spread is looking very much in favor for the Banditas if they carry on this game of ball. They will be starting out on track with Superman. Let's go for Banditas.
Okay, so while we have an opportunity, I've had an opportunity to thank the various vendors and sponsors who have been responsible for helping Halifax Angels put this event on this weekend. Thank yous need to go to Snapper, that's something entirely different, raffle grand prize. To Sojo, one of our stalls. To Bootleg Coolers, also one of our stalls. Panda Jam. Hay Creation Workshops, programs for the store, etc. Derby Store. Tyler Designs, Kicks Bits, Queens of the Sin Bin, I know I mentioned them a lot. To A&J First Aid Training, who fortunately we've had very little of need of rather today. To Steve J, and to the Whippets, the Banditas, the Crucibles, and the Blackheart Rollers for donating raffle prizes. We now get back to the play on track. Number 147, as you mentioned, Superman, jamming for the Banditas.
And of course, it's still a big thanks to yourself as well for coming down here today.
Shucks.
Superman picks up the jammer. It was some good bowling work by Halifax Angels, but it wasn't effective toward the end where Superman got out. And Giant making their way to the penalty box here.
Smiles at the referee she passes. That is not going to give you an early release, Giant. Ooh, Matron forced down and out on the back straight. An out of play penalty being assessed, I do believe. That is on Bob and Reed with a 7-1 for the Banditas. The pack slowly works its way around 3 and 4, home straight. Some beautiful defensive work there. I believe that's Disco Trainer.
And Superman putting it down there for making them pick any points up. Superman picking 1 point up there towards the end of that jam. With a timeout call here.
Yeah, just confirming that some very nice shoulder blocks taking place on lane 1, that inside line from Dislocator, constantly harrying and worrying the jammer from Halifax Angels. The scoreline, well, my basic math still says that is definitely a 2-to-1 scoreline. Ooh! Ladies and gentlemen, the walk of shame, Iron Giant. She has picked up 4 trips to the penalty box in this game. Therefore, she has fouled out. Can take no further part in this particular encounter.
At this point in time, we are running on 8 minutes down. You're absolutely right, Uncle. There is a 2-to-1 point here with Halifax Angels rolling out on 36 and Banditas on 78.
Actually, we're both wrong. It should be 36 to play 72 to be a 2-to-1 game. 78. The Banditas are stretching out that advantage very nicely. 32 points in their favor. They have cleared the points differential needed to tie this up. And we're going to have it home with Lee Chandler going through. Solid.
And Tyler Bott makes their way out of the penalty box. Julie looking to try and get around before somebody throws it. Comes through. Here's the ball from Corey B. He shuts it down, picks up 4 points.
I recently called a game for a live stream where somebody got in touch with me and said, why do you keep talking about the coaches? What do the coaches got to do with this? It's all about the players on track. To which I say to you, yes. However, coaches like Victoria, and we saw earlier with Rollo Sapien, very vocal, very calm, very collected, giving instruction to their jammers and the packs, acting as that sixth member. Worked superbly all the way through. Victoria and Rollo Sapien working wonderfully. Superman, lead jammer, third of Banditas, packs slow on the back straight.
Sammy Wami brilliant to find a way out of his wall. Looking in the tumble of the ball. Gets taken back by Bowman Weed. Nicky Nina bridging it back very well there.
Okay, so as that jam comes to an end, Purple 118 Fatality has also fouled out of the game. She was to sit on the naughty step. Now, head referee got to the penalty box just before she took her seat. This means that another player will serve her penalty time. In this instance, it is going to be Turbo Kill, who takes Fatality's spot. Sonku jams for the Banditas, and that is D-Mac jamming for hard. After that, picks up Lee Jammer. This should be very important in the way the points is spread.
And Sonic comes around, South Heritage is back. D-Mac comes around, picks it up 4 points.
And it looks like there must be some kind of special concession for our pivots in the penalty box, as both Fury Lane and Danish, wearing the stripes, go to sit down for 30 seconds. Again, I'm curious as to how many trips the box Danish has had. I have seen her a number of occasions already.
So we've got Brian Hart. We've got Gordon Hart jamming for Jose at the time of the signal. We have Ninja Nina for the Banditas and there's a cruise ball. Also, a different full of something, I don't know where that's going from.
You're slipping there, you're slipping.
If you don't know,
I laugh at your long day. I laugh at your long day, and I say, this time last week, I was really wishing I was in bed. Last week was a long weekend. This one, I spent most of it sleeping. So, official timeout is being signaled by head referee Pete Monkey. We have our jam timer is just confirmed with the scoreboard operator to make sure that the clocks are synchronized. Meanwhile, Ali P, the lineup manager for the Banditas, is making sure that the numbers on people's arms are clearly visible.
Whatever they go, that lineup too, making sure not to believe it, make sure the right now Rosses are on track, and of course, the Panthers, very important.
What's also very interesting that depending on the league that you're with and the setup for that league, the lineup manager has different duties depending on. On the rare occasions where I have done it, the first words out of my mouth when the players return to the track, other than sit down, are mouth guards, numbers, helmet covers, getting each player to check each player so that I can then make sure the next lineup is ready to go. That is the 5-second call. We are back in. New 88 purple. Up against 4 o'clock. 2 or 3 black. 4 o'clock for hard. He's in the lead tower. She goes through the wall. It's not there. They're trying to figure it out here. 4 o'clock is running round. New ahead of that hill or ahead of that stage, do we say. 4 o'clock are now looking for some points. Holds it. Big from Superman at the end. And there was no point scored by Eva Jammers. Good presence of having those both quarter parts. What I said earlier about big hand signals. Yes, she may be on the ground and right in front of her channel referee, but making it perfectly clear to that referee that yes, I am calling it, this is not me reacting to falling. It is a 15-point differential with 5.5 remaining. Money for hard against Sonic Root for the Banditas.
Roxy trying to slow down Sonic Root. Sonic running on the outside. Looks like Sonic has picked up lead here. Sonic running coming against the strong wall of Banditas. The pistol makes the way to the penalty box. Sonic running being slowed right down here by the Banditas. Boys are playing block there. Played on bottom lead. And Sonic is slowed right down by Danish. Taking time by trying to slow her down. She comes through. Picks it up. Ball punch at the end of that, making it 94 Banditas. 40 to hard with a 54-point spread.
I wonder what G was telling the team then.
Get the points, girl.
Be excellent to one another.
Excelsior. So let's go back over to the outside. Enjoying it, picking up lead. The match goes on the lead side. Not finding much luck at this point. Still pulling out though. Some good breaks outside the little scoring pad.
Pixel Vixen has been released from the box. However, Joyce re-engages with the pack. She is not able to engage the channel. Both now reach that wall. Lexi tries to take the outside line. Starts falling as she takes the tumble. That's 2 points apiece, I do believe.
We need to call it just a little bit to it, but as you said, before very simple, Jam has been easily overcooked this. Just giving D-Max a chance to come through and pick up the 2 points. Well, Jam for Hose Angels, we do have Florida Bar.
So you'll be going in against 6-7-1-2. Which player is that? Sonic Root! It's nice to know you get performance anxiety, man.
I'm giving something to do. Right. And away we go. So Florida Bar getting right in the front of this Banditas wall. But she does pick up lead. She does get taken back by Superman.
So close! Now, both jammers have been forced to rewind all the way back. Superman picks up an out-of-play penalty for going too far back and not retrailing. Danish is on her way to the box again for what we believe is her 4th trip, and she's about to be joined by Bansai Betty. Now, there's no European, so Bansai Betty will have to return to the track. Big Monkey has been over to Danish to advise her that she has had her maximum number of trips to the box, so someone else will have to go and serve her time. Now, if I were the bench manager, I know exactly what I would do there. Official timeout. So Dr. Watson, the team captain, is taking the remainder of the penalty time for Danish. So that means that Los Angeles are now down 2 blockers. There's 2 minutes and change on the clock. Personally speaking, I would not want to be in the final furlong short.
No, actually no, tell a lie, we've got a minute and change going into this possible final jam.
Do the math, go on, tell me. 54 points, that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well done, Carol. Full of Peasley's, Bob.
So we have Sammy Whammy out jamming for Jose Angels.
She's going to be skating against Lexi on Fire, number 403 for the Banditas. A minute and change. The scoreline has changed on the board. It is now 42-99 in favor of the visitors. Looks like Los Angeles are not going to break that run of bad luck that they've had against the Banditas. However, that's not going to stop them going to broke. 5-second warning.
The hand goes down, and away we go. Let's go fight to the right, to the back, and right, and take the way back now. Sammy Whammy still coming out again. The one of Banditas, he gets no full foot. Lexi on fire picks up lead.
Caesar returns to the track, so we know he's going to go for his control. Lexi on fire takes the outside line, block to the first turn lead. Superman, leads Rose, whistle sound, Gary Stanley, then outside through the box and shows the penalty, the box short for the last try. Lexi still looking for a run, but